my hair to be another normal. I want it being fluffy, big, small, thin. I want it being black, poofy, frizzy. I just want it, all of that, to be accepted. I want it to be normal. And I'm sure you want the same thing as well. Accept yourself. That doesn't come with just your hair, but your skin color, your body, and all the things that people have insulted you about in the past. Things that you were born with, things that you cannot change. Hello, hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, you're tired of getting your scalp burned from relaxers. You're tired of having a back and forth with nasty hairstylists. You are tired of the prices of these hairstyles increasing and increasing while the service is reducing and getting poorer. You're tired of all of these things and you're actually considering going back to natural hair. I want to just dive into like three important things that you need to know to change your mind throughout this journey of transitioning from relaxed hair or healthy hair to natural hair. Okay. This is the first and most important mindset shift that I want you guys to have. Self acceptance. Accept yourself. That doesn't come with just your hair, but your skin color, your body, and all the things that people have insulted you about in the past. Things that you were born with, things that you cannot change. I want you guys to look at yourself in the mirror. Have a mirror in front of you. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, God did not make a mistake. Say that the shape of my lips, the size of my eyes, the size of my nose, the poofiness of my hair, the color of my skin, you know, like just look all over your body and say, God did not make a mistake. And the beauty of self acceptance is that other people start to accept you as well. So when you start to accept yourself, you look at yourself, I am beautiful. I forgot to mention is that you should actually take your time in transitioning your hair from relaxed to natural because you will be uncomfortable with a lot of things at first. If you quickly decide to cut off all your hair, you won't be able to appreciate the fact that you like the way your hair feels, your natural hair. You like the way your natural hair feels. You like the way it kinks up. You like the curl pattern. You like all of those different things. If you rush in, you will rush out. So actually take your time. That's something that is very, very important in accepting yourself. Like accept the fact that you're not yet comfortable with your hair. Accept the fact that you're not yet really in tune with your hair. Accept all of these things and then start cutting slowly. Cut your hair, cut your damaged part slowly, cut the relaxed part slowly. Like take your time when transitioning back to natural hair because if you rush in, you rush out, honestly. And I do not want that for any of you. I do not want you to rush into it and then see so many things and be overwhelmed with how much time it takes or how much single strand knots you're having or how imperfect your hair might feel or how your hair might have different curl patterns or different density throughout your head because that's something that we don't even talk about enough. Take your time to examine all of these things before you finally decide that okay, I'm ready to do the big chop. I'm ready to cut off everything. All right. Second thing I want you guys to think of is the next generation of boys and girls. When we grow up watching Barbie, Winx Club, and all those stuff, they are straight hair, they are fair. When you grow up watching stuff like that, you grow up in a society that praises Eurocentric beauty. You grow up in a society that wants you to straighten your hair, that mocks you for being a certain skin color. My goal is for my kids, even if they decide to straighten their hair, okay, it should be an informed decision. It should not be a decision that I don't have any other choice. I will not look good if I don't straighten my hair. No, mommy, I want to straighten my hair because I want to maybe do anime aesthetic. Like I want to look like an anime character. That's your. I want them to also know that they can have this kind of hair and still look absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. So I just had to come to this place of I want my hair to be a new normal. I want my hair to be another normal. I want it being fluffy, big, small, thin. I want it being black, poofy, frizzy. I just want it all of that to be accepted. I want it to be normal. I'm sure you want the same thing as well. I want my kids, my girls, and my boys to see this hair as normal, as beautiful, as imperfect, but beautiful. Because in this like beautiful afro that I have here now, this afro that I have here right now, there are single shining knots in my hair. That was another reason why I was wearing scarves because I was like, my hair is not perfect. It has a lot of single shining knots. Let me hide it. Let me just keep it away. And yes, it helped my hair grow, but the mindset behind it is what I'm really after. I was hiding my hair. And I don't want you guys to ever hide your hair. I don't want you guys to ever hide your hair. Show it out so that it becomes the new normal. Show it out sometimes. This Nigeria is a very humid place, so me doing this is actually going to be very hot if I go outside. So I can't really like do this outside because it's hot. But I'm just glad that we're getting better slowly. We're getting better slowly, and with time, it will become normal. Third thing I want you guys to keep in mind: the convenience. It is very, very convenient to actually have your natural hair. You do not have to worry about waking up in the morning with a wig because I've watched a number of African movies, and some of them actually sleep with their wigs on. That is very, very uncomfortable because ideally, some people don't do this, but ideally, you wear a wig cap. And a wig cap is very, um, on this whole area, is very tight on it. Like, I wonder how you can even sleep with something like that. Like, so they're trying, some sleep with their wigs. They don't even want to see their hair at all. Imagine they make mistake of one day they are in their room. They suddenly have a visitor. And the visitor is knocking on the door. Papa, papa. They're like, wait, I'm coming. Oh." Now wig, then they go find. It's wig that they're going to look for to wear on their hair because they don't want anybody to see them with their own hair. They think that seeing them with their own hair will make them look like a house help, like a maid. If you are considering going back to natural hair, I want you guys to bear in mind these three mindset shifts. Number one, love every part of yourself. This is very hard. It's very hard, especially if you compare yourself to people. I could compare all my life to my siblings that are fairer than me. My siblings who, they relax their hair, they straighten their hair, they look good. I could compare all my life, but what would that do for me? If I decide to bleach my skin, if I decide to straighten my hair, I will still not look naturally as good as them. The aim for me is to look effortlessly and naturally beautiful. Just the way fair skinned people and people that have straighter hair look effortlessly. They look good. They are very beautiful people. But that's just how they are. That's how they were born. You that you were not born that way. Respect yourself. Please respect yourself. The second mindset shift once again is thinking of the next generation. How do you want your kids to see natural hair? How do you want your kids to see their own hair, to see their own skin color? How do you want your kids to be confident if they're not confident about their own box? One of the things that happens when you go to primary school is you want to have the best bag. You want to have one of the cutest bags. Either you buy all these chains for the bag, like all these keychains for the bags, or you buy stickers for the bag. You don't want to have a plain bag, you don't want to have a simple bag, and you definitely don't want to have a tattered bag. Because you know that people will mock you for it in primary school. People will mock you for it. It's just no matter. So why don't you think of your body that way? I don't want to have a tattered body, so I will take care of my skin. I don't want to have a tattered hair, so I'll take care of my hair. I don't want to have a tattered immune system, so I will exercise, I will eat well. Like just think of all those things that way. And once I do all these things, I am training my siblings. I am training I said siblings. I'm training my children to do the same thing. I am training them to become better. I'm training them to love themselves, to accept themselves, and to know that, okay, yeah, I got this. I'm good. Thank you, Jesus. And then they will teach their children to do the same. And before you know it, maybe in the next 50, 70 years, in our schools in Africa, They will no longer ask us to shave our heads, public or private school. They will no longer ask us to shave our heads. They will no longer ask us to do weird styles. The seats in the class will be accommodative of the afros that we want to wear, and everybody will still see the whiteboard. So the third mindset is the convenience of wearing your own hair and not having to rush anytime. I cannot be caught in natural hair. Never. You can never see me in my natural hair. I must have a wig on. I must look like a princess. I must have buster. And it's beautiful. It's fluffy pillow. Some people will call it cotton wool, some people will call it sponge, some people will call it weird names, but honey, I don't really care anymore. I don't want you guys to be confused. I don't want you guys to be unsure about transitioning. I just want you guys to be confident. I want you guys to love yourself, to know yourself, to accept everything that came with you, things that especially you cannot change. And if you try to change them, they will try to come back because your skin color is not going anywhere. Your genes are your genes. You understand? So just accept yourself, learn about the convenience of having your own hair, and also the next generation is depending on us to not go through the same trauma that we went through, that we went through. Oh my God. Okay. Bye. As I've been natural for almost 4 years now, my scalp still has a part that hurts so much